Hello and welcome back to another episode of Local Crew. This is Tracy. I'm your host. This is Joe Casterline, our guest this week. Joe, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Joe Casterline.
I've known Joe for 25 years. He was there my very first show there at the arena, and I don't think either one of us really recall exactly which show that was. I think it might have been the Eagles, but I'm not 100% certain. I've slept a lot since then and done a lot of floor calls, and I'm sure you have too. The format for this show, since there may be people who've never seen an episode before, is 10 standard questions and then 10 random questions from my giant spreadsheet of questions that I made. Hyper-focused, very excited about putting together a talk show podcast dealio. And I run through random number generator, random.org, excuse me. I'm overly caffeinated and not inadequately fed today. So yay for preparation. But I run the thing through random.org, and it picks out 10 numbers within the parameters of the number of questions that I have. It's over 1,600 questions that I have on this spreadsheet. And it picks out the interview questions for the random questions. And then I've got 10 standard questions about working as a stagehand. So I've known Joe since my very first show. Hey, that rhymed. Whoop, whoop. And he's pretty famous here locally for doing acting and doing Shakespeare in the Square. And
Everything I can do.
Yeah.
Everything I can do to not make money.
He's a really, really good actor. And people kept trying to cast us together. Yeah. I did say that right.
Yeah.
People kept trying to cast us together, and we just this last week finally were in a show together in a short film, and I was like, oh, "You have to be on the podcast," and he's like, "Okay," and we've had to reschedule it like 4 times, but we're finally doing it. Hooray! So, standard questions commence now. How did you get into this job?
It was when I attended SUNY Cortland. I went to college after the Marine Corps for theater. Mm-hmm. And then as you're in there early, you realize that there's more tech jobs readily available. And the good thing about Cortland was it wasn't like one of the better acting schools of the SUNY system, but they were really good. We had a couple of really good professional stagehands or teachers of the stagehanding craft.
Okay.
The first thing you learned to do as an actor was to hang a light. So they were really good with those things. And getting to learn those and building your own set. Mm-hmm. I started realizing as an actor, it's so much easier to be in your house, in your mind, in like, this is where my house is. If you built it, you're already building this familiarity with your surroundings as an actor. So I welcomed that as well. And then it came down to, I always just said that I wanted to make sure the production happened, whether I'm acting, whether I'm doing this or that. I just wanted to kind of know it all, so to make sure it still happened.
Fair.
Yeah.
Admirable.
Well, that was it. And I left school to move to New York to go to the Shakespeare Conservatory. But I only went there because I had a job lined up at Big Apple Lights. So, and they were a theatrical supply company.
Nice.
So the theater world, the tech parts, even in the movies too, it translates tech, you work, there's a lot of jobs.
Yeah. The cast list is always like...
The cast list is short, and some of those people aren't even cast from your own pool. You know what I mean? They're bringing in all the stars. Yeah. But, so I just kind of got that mentality that I was going to do anything to make sure shows happen. So That kind of is what got me into it.
Nice. So, how did you get in on at the arena, though? Like, how did you get here?
Yeah, that's we left. It's when I met my former. We met in the city, and we kind of talked, and we got it together, and we got married down in Georgia.
Okay.
And
That sounds like the title of a song.
yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. You get your doo-doo together and get married in Georgia, and then we got pregnant with our first child, and their mother wanted to be closer to her mom, who lived in Tennessee. We were living in Georgia at the time, so we moved up here to Merville, and yeah, I matriculated.
I was in Merville too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what landed us here the first time, because then we moved up to New York again for a little while, but then ended up back down here.
Yeah, I've noticed that East Tennessee has a specific gravity. You have to like hit exit velocity in order to actually make it out.
Yeah, but the pull is strong too, because you don't break that. Like what they call it on Star Trek, the tractor beam.
Right.
The tractor beam has you, and you can get all the way out there for as long as you can, but then you have to come back.
I bet it's in the sun sphere.
Could be. That's why it towers and has, so it can transmit so well.
Yes.
I'm a firm believer. I love it.
So, not trying to get you to give your age, but about how long had you been doing this before? Had you been stagehanding before we met? So, how many years total do you think?
Let me see. Let's take it back to about. I'd say 40 years, maybe.
Oh, you've earned yourself a Rolex.
Yeah, I've been often in the different things. Like I say, I left for the city in '90.
Oh, wow.
So I would say
that's not 40 years.
Well, 90 to 2000, 2000 to 10, 20, so 35, moving to 40.
Yeah. Okay. I'm like, don't make me that old, because I was born in 81.
I hate doing the math. I try never to do math. I don't do math with my kids' ages. I like, yeah, you're old. I don't include it in my deal.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
So, what is your muggle job? How do you pay your bills? Because God knows you cannot pay all your bills with stagehanding, especially not as a local.
Well, luckily I got into a place called Smoky Mountain Vintage Lumber. You know, I did a bunch of what we used to do. Is when I first got on there, we would go take old barns down.
Nice.
And then they'd remill that wood, and that would be for different things. The beams would get saved for mantles and things like that. And the slats would be remilled for that barnwood that you would put up on a wall and stuff, decorative. But I started with them in that, and then I, just got a call. Hey, we've got some hours for you if you want to come in and learn some stuff. So I took them up on it, and I've just steadily learned. And now I'm not a wood whisperer by any stretch, of course, but
so you wouldn't call yourself a carpenter?
I would maybe a carpenter, but not a wood whisperer. See, there's a difference. There's a magic in that.
Fair.
Because I can't tell one from another. You know what I mean? I don't have that, but I can really do good work on a couple of the, shelves, and I've made a table, and, mantles is my specialty because, it's not so hard, but it's just attention to detail, which is a lot of everything.
Fair.
Yeah.
So you already told me you went to college for theater. Did you graduate?
I didn't. I left early. A friend of one of my best friends up there, he left the year before. A couple of them actually did, because somebody had left the year before. And then when they came back up to see a play, they were like, you got to just come down to the Shakespeare Conservatory. You need to just, and at that point, I made the decision that waking up at 8 and going up and learning about Hitler's breadbasket theory of Europe for history, I was like, I think I'm going to go just study on what I'm looking to study on. So I made that decision to leave.
Yeah, all those required courses always aggravated the snot out of me.
It's funny because I remember writing a paper about electives, elective courses and the other things. And at the beginning of the paper, and the teacher loved it. I didn't really sum anything up, but I talked myself out of. I said, no, you should be able to study it, and then in the paper, I started coming around to the fact that you should be well-rounded, so you really should be.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure. So in summation, I'm not sure what the hell I'm talking about, but here's at least 500 words. Thanks for handing it in, Joe. But
I mean, I wanted, I was in chorus, and I wanted to just sing and act. That's all I wanted to do. And they were like, no, you have to do math. And I'm like, but I don't like math.
I know, yes.
And it was mostly because they taught math so slow. Like in summer school, where you got a whole week's worth of curriculum in one day, I flew through it. I was great. But they wouldn't teach me that fast.
Yeah, no, because you're only as fast as the slowest man in public schools.
So annoying.
It's tough, yeah. It's tough for the kids that are ready to run ahead with things. It really is. That's one of the, I mean, there's not too many, because I like the melting pot aspect of it, and you're going to learn social skills and you're going to do those things, but it does kind of, it hinders the really good and smart, I think, a little bit more than it does the others. Because I know sometimes you get lucky not being so smart because the other grades are so high. So the curve, on that curve, your testing curve goes up. So you kind of almost get a free pass. And I was that kind of kid. I didn't apply. I was happy with getting by and getting the hell up out of here, because I know there's so much more to do.
Oh, I wasn't applying myself at all. Like, I would go in on Monday, skip Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I got picked on really bad. And then I'd go in on Friday and ace the quiz. And so everybody hated me. I never got invited to a party. All the way through high school, I never went to a high school party.
Well, yeah, but yeah, it's easy to say you didn't miss much, but there's those things that you did miss in that whole thing. Yeah.
But anyway, what was your favorite department or job at the arena?
I think, being in the truck was kind of great. It was good because we could cut up, and you weren't like constantly running back on the floor, like to collect the boxes, push the boxes back. So we were centralizing the truck, and I think that was a really cool thing in the load in, load out situation. But my favorite was when I got to take over the reins of the curtain operator. If you know who that is, I don't know if they still do it from up there.
Robbie climbs up there.
So Robbie
runs the motors.
Yep, Robbie does it now. But that was a kind of a thing, because there was only certain people who did it. And I learned from Bill Pooley.
Nice.
Yeah. And it was one of those weird little rites of succession, you successful enough, and then you take it over, and Bill was leaving, and I got to do it, and I trained Timmy.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that I would believe that would be my favorite thing.
Your favorite was running the curtains?
Yeah, well, just because of all of that long. Have you been up there?
I have not. I've managed to avoid it. Yeah. I don't like heights.
Okay.
I can barely stand to be up in the seat to do a curtain call.
Knowing you're off the floor.
Yes. Yeah. I like being all the way down on the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, because it's quite a climb. Yeah. It's quite a climb up there. And that's that thing. You're just like, I'm going up to do this thing. I'll never forget one of the first times I think it might have been my first time out solo. I got up there and I went to step over something or did something, and my pants ripped from like the front zipper all the way out the back. And I was like, damn you, Bill Pulley. You know, well, it was the first time up after he passed.
Oh.
It was the first time up after he passed, and that's why I was like, ugh.
Oh, he goosed you.
He
goosed
ripped
you
my
from
pants
beyond
off.
the
Yeah.
grave. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
why
it.
I kind of love that. There's just this thing. It's, and you're doing it by yourself, you know, and there's no, you know, all of those things kind of go into saying it was that favorite thing.
Were you at least wearing underwear?
I was, thankfully. It wasn't a kilt. Yeah, I wasn't wearing a kilt at the time.
He's been known to wear kilts to work. A utilikilt.
Yeah, they don't let me up on the ladders.
God for small favors. You might make all the ladies jealous.
Wow.
Or something. Yeah. I don't know. Just go with it. Just go with it. So what has been your favorite show to work?
That's a loaded question.
Okay.
Because there's never one answer. Because of all the different things. I have said this. My favorite show to work was Bob Seger.
Nice.
Because Bob Seger came in and literally they just had park hands and it went up and they did their show on the stage. The park hands came down and they were on their way out. I'm like, that's how it used to be.
No
that's
video
how it
wall?
is. Nothing.
No speakers?
Maybe you know, a couple of little things off the stage for the sound equation, but just rolled in and up those couple 3 bars of park hands went, and they just did little colors on the stage, and he just played his songs. It wasn't watch this light show while I'm trying to pay attention to Bob Seger. There was a thing at the arena. There was a thing that I don't know if the stagehands still do it, and it started out as the Hootie meter. Do you not? Okay. Oh gosh, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. The Hootie meter. It was, and it was replaced and rebranded as the Goody meter to add Guster, the band Guster, to the Hootie meter. And the Hootie meter, the Goody meter, is this. The amount of talent a band has directly is equating with the crap they carry. So when you come into the arena and you got 13, 15 trucks full of Let Me Baffle Them with the lighting show, we are always like, ugh. And that's some of the great memories of stagehanding is standing there at the back of the truck, and this beat up old stage wagon pulls on up, and it's and he's opening. It's Guitars and Cadillacs, hillbilly music. I forget who that is right now, but he just pulls up in this old wagon and kicks his stuff out of the back of the wagon, and pulls it over, and you know he's a star. He's been a star forever. Yeah. Gosh, I forget who it is. He was in Sling Blade.
Oh, Billy Bob Thornton?
No, well, Billy Bob was the star. This country music person was the douchebag that he ends up killing. Yeah, I forget who
no
it
recollection
is.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
My favorite show was Tina Turner.
I can imagine.
She had a stage. She brought her own, and she had like an arm that came up out of the stage and went out over the audience, and she was like hanging half off of this arm, and just her legs were 4 miles long, and I was like, this is so epic.
Yeah. Well, there's many of those, like say, there's the ones that you work that were good. Like I say, the Bob Seger was great because his music is great, and there wasn't like 8 hours of loadout. You know, it wasn't this huge carnival. But then some of them were, I think, like Stevie Wonder when he came was amazing. There's been so many bucket listers. Even the Eagles. That show, if it's the same one we're talking about. That was what the funniest thing was. We were you know, they always call one team of loaders back early because you're loading up catering and the openers and stuff. You're getting rid of as much as you can before it happens. But and in the Eagles, we're playing in there and we're doing the load up. But every time a Joe Walsh Eagles song started, we all stopped and ran to the curtain. And then totally squeed like little girls to see Joe Walsh and them do those particular songs. Then we'd run back to the truck and still do our things. Oh yeah, memories. Those that's you know, bottom line to all the stagehandery. If you're getting paid to be there and work for some of your favorite artists, it's tough work, but you really can go. And it's tougher now because of the industry has changed, but that was the thing, was the shirts.
Yeah.
You hung around even after the gig to make sure you got a tour shirt.
Yeah.
Because they were way more special then. They were local crews. They were more identifiable to the stagehands.
Amen. I've actually got a big bag of local crew T-shirts over there that I'm debating putting them all up on the curtain here.
That would be a cool background.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. And then I intend to auction them or sell them in order to make lawyer money so I can get my kids back.
Oh man, hey, that is not a bad pursuit.
Yes,
because there's different concerts will get you different things. You know what I mean? That's I know people who do it that do that. They've got their shirts and people are. I've been wearing them and had people. I'll give you $50 right now for that shirt. Right, man.
And then you're like, oh, I don't know, man.
No, I'm like,
I'm wearing it. I don't have another one on.
I should take it, but I'm not gonna.
Right. Do you have any other anecdotes that you would like to share about a gig? You can change names if you want to.
Anecdotes. You're gonna have to explain that. And I'm not
sure. Just little stories.
Oh, little stories. I have a million. How much time did we have?
Did you? Were you there? There was a WWE show, and they sent so many temps. And they sent us a temp that was in 2 boots and a wheelchair. Were you there for that one?
Yes. Yes, that's when Dave got all crazy at the end because that person in the wheelchair was getting a lap dance during the loadout.
I told you.
Yeah.
I talked about that on another one.
Oh yeah, I mean that is some of the craziness that as you look around and take in your scene, there's been some crazy scenes.
Fact. Any other crazy scenes like that?
Oh man, there's some truly crazy stories, honestly, about some and we're not going to go into these stories, but there's a story about a certain couple of young ladies after a Motley Crue concert that were found in the artist's room. Yeah, it's
scandal.
Oh man, yeah, yep.
Were they crew?
No.
Thank God.
Nope. They were fans.
Jeez, wowzers.
Yeah, and the story's just crazy. I'll tell you about it after.
Off camera.
Yeah, I can't say it on. I'll remember this moment forever because there's these moments that get etched, and this is what's great. I was cable paging for Shania Twain.
I love working cable page. That's my favorite.
Right there. Yeah. That's up there. That's right up there.
I got to do cable page for Justin Timberlake. And I totally made a TikTok.
Oh, cool.
Did you see any videos of the monolith? He had like a video wall monolith.
Oh no,
it reminded me so much of the dag nabbit. My brain just went with the apes and the Statue of Liberty and the beach.
You're because I'm skipping through movies.
You're combining 2 movies.
Planet of the Apes.
No, with the monolith.
Statue of Liberty. The monolith is what 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's why I was skipping
yeah.
back and forth.
I'm like, ah. So
she did say caffeine.
I did, and under I haven't eaten enough. In fact, have I eaten anything? No, I'm okay. I've got one in my bag, but it's fine. Okay. So
we'll go with it.
I put the 2001: A Space Odyssey music to it, and this video wall monolith is just and then I turned the camera to where you could see the video wall, but so you can see where Justin Timberlake is, like above my shoulder but he's actually like right here above my head, and I then turned the camera on me, and I'm like, it cut.
Justin's bringing sexy back.
In a harness.
Yes, yeah.
In a harness.
Because safety is everything.
Yes,
it's no accident. Safety is no accident.
OSHA was all the way in the building.
You have to be on with somebody like Justin Timberlake.
Right.
So many people getting hurt lower in that lower lumbar and like pulling muscles dancing like that.
We can't wound a Mickey Mouse Club kid. No.
Try not to.
Right. So what are you working on currently? We just finished a short film for the 7-Day Shootout.
Yeah, we did those.
And then you did another 7-Day Shootout film. And
I'm a whore.
No, he's a working actor. He's just not getting paid for it, but it's fine. No, you didn't get paid for either one of those.
No, I mean, like you say, we've talked about this on and off, and it's, everybody gets a little bummed out about the whole, I can't do things for free anymore. And you're not doing things for free.
No.
If somebody asks you to be in their project and they can't pay it, go ahead and write down your mileage. Write it down. Mm-hmm. Write what you had to buy to eat. Yep. Write it all down. Tabulate it up. Circle it. And then you look at that number and you go, that's what I was willing to invest in my friend's project.
Exactly.
That's how you get away from that whole ego thing of I'm not doing it for free. Nobody does anything for free. Mm-hmm. You've invested in your friend's project, because so many of our friends are doing projects, but in the hopes of climbing and getting up out of there. But if they don't get up out, you've got to do all the help you can.
They're also talented too. So we should always help our local talent.
Yeah. Well,
absolutely.
As much as you can.
Amen.
As much as you can do.
So do you have anything on the horizon coming up?
Yeah, things. Yep. My friend Kaiser, you know Kaiser.
Yeah.
Kaiser's got a major baby. He's trying to birth. The script of his A Void Life. Mm-hmm. He's putting all of his, dotting his I's and crossing his T's and minding his P's and Q's, and
those are important.
All of that, yes.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's coming up, and he's partnering with his production company. Now that I wanted to bring it up, I forget it. Is partnering and collaborating with Strange Films.
Nice.
So, they hope to bring a really great product. That's in the works. And there's, I'm doing my own little. I have a great friend of mine, Steve Trigg. I don't know if you've ever met Steve.
I don't think I have.
He's been on the more theater things, but he's shooting a music video for me.
Nice.
I got a little EP coming out, some music.
Yeah.
So, I just want to kind of launch off the shore around Wednesday and either sail up the coast or down the coast and play different places until maybe Sunday or Monday and come home.
Fun.
Do your laundry, play a round of golf, and then head back out.
There you go.
Just keep booking in different acoustic venues, and it's not hard to do anymore. I mean, it's just one of those things, like, got to do it.
Right.
All of those tools are right there. You submit yourself out and do those. It's easier to have a manager do it. But until, like you say, that's helping our friends. Until you get to that status,
yep,
everybody's got to help each other up.
Amen. Yeah. Amen. So what are your long-term goals? Your 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year?
Well, stay alive as long as I can.
Well, yeah, that's I would think that would be a given.
Yeah, you never know with some people. They're like, whoa, slow down, dude. I don't, I guess ultimately where I am right now, I am in the process of trying to figure out. I've done a hell of a lot of work already. I've done a lot of things. So my thing right now is how do I make it pay for itself? So those are the things. I want to start teaching.
Nice.
I do. I'm seeing no one really is doing much with the young men of our society. I went to see a play, a high school play,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not dogging on anything like that, but the dudes are just walking around like fucking, like jocks, and I'm like, nobody's working, nobody's doing things anymore. And I want to start doing things, I guess. I want to reach out, and because through theater, you can learn a lot about how to live an honorable life,
right,
or a good life,
and
how to address people, and how to get along, and how to, and you don't have to get along outside of the theater. You can find yourself doing with plays with people that you don't dig, but in that professional environment, you love and dig on them, and you do your thing, and you craft this thing, and then you head out to the parking lot and you go, goodbye, everybody, and you don't hang out afterwards. That's part of being an adult. You don't really have to be up everybody's arse to get along and do your thing. I said ours.
It's fine. So who on the crew should I interview next, do you think? I'm
thinking because it's an interesting story, and there's, and it could help out kind of something. I'm trying to, what is Joe's last name? Because for the last probably 10, 15 years, he's been Joey the Hat. Joe.
The human forklift.
Yeah, he's been known by many names, but nobody knows his last name. This is crazy.
I think I was friends with him on Facebook for like a minute, and then he disappeared.
Yeah, well, that's part of that interesting story you'll get.
He may have unfriended me, or I don't know.
No, I think it's all deactivated, and he hasn't been playing on that format
probably
anymore, so. But I mean, you got there's some, are you
McMurray?
Joe McMurray.
Yep.
Papash.
Brain kicked
Yes. In. He's got some good things going on now, and he's got an interesting story, and he's logged many shows.
Yes, he has.
He's one that I would recommend.
He hasn't been in the bowl a lot. He's been in the truck.
Yeah.
But
see, once again, he's out in the truck. It'll be, if you can pull it off. Have you ever, who Plum is?
I can see. I can try.
Yeah, well, like I say, it's just that last little thing on the page is going to be tough with the old Plumster. But
that's been tough for a few people.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get when you say you've worked with somebody for 15, 20, 25 years. The relationship isn't going to be, I don't care how golden you want it to be, it's just not always going to be that way.
Exactly. Yeah, this is very, very true.
You're just going to keep learning things about each other.
Yeah.
And if it's worth it, the relationship gets built. There's concessions and and victories, and you stay in it. Yeah.
Yep. So we switch cameras, or not switch, but cameras rolling. Local Crew, episode 7, second part. Take whatever, because it's only going to be one. All right. Now we are moving into the random questions. Dun dun dun! Dun, 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 dun. I pulled these off of random.org. It's the website that picked the numbers for the questions. I pulled all these questions off of Pinterest lists of how to get to know people and philosophical questions that you never thought of, and if you really want to weird out your friends and ask them weird questions. Those kind of lists.
Okay.
So, this is number 381. Do you still talk to your first crush?
I guess in a roundabout way.
Okay.
Because with the advent of the social media.
Nice.
So
right.
She's in my circle of Facebook-ness. And I love on things that she's doing in her life and stuff. So
very cool.
Yeah, I think so. I would have to say yes.
I don't even remember who my first crush was.
That's why I took a second to just kind of. Now, all these questions, they're somewhat loaded because, my first crush was Chrissy Hine of the Pretenders.
Okay.
You tend to think of the girls that you are close to and can have aren't really crush worthy, you know what I'm saying? But I think the first kind of girlfriend I really had those feelings for.
Okay.
Yeah, she's still part of my Facebook world.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So, question 222.
Nice.
Yeah. What is the most formative experience you've been through so far?
I'd have to say boot camp.
Boot camp.
Boot camp in the Marine Corps. There was things that I just didn't think I would ever be able to do. And once you realize you can do them, nothing stops you.
Nice.
Once you can that's the hardest thing. I don't ever diss on my dad or anything, but he wasn't a big confidence builder.
Mm-hmm.
I learned comedy through, boy, you tried to do that. Oh, weren't you? That was hilarious. You fell right on your ass, or, and that kind of, and you learn your comedy. That's kind of why you learn your comedy that way. That's those situations to get around it and to kind of get through it. You and you laugh and you move on.
From getting bullied by your parents.
Well, we called it's so different. So it's hard for me to, it's that yuck. But it wasn't building confidence. I'll say that, you know what I mean? So when I did, because I was cast as the lead in my senior play in high school.
Nice.
I didn't have the nads to do it.
Oh.
I backed out because everything got so heavy for me. I got taken to McDonald's with the lead, the girl. She drove us to, and I'm like, it's all happening too fast, man.
Oh, gracious.
So but I was also working at a store, and some mornings we'd get there early to unload the truck. So I guess I was that kind of unloader a long time ago. It's always been there. But so I used that as an excuse. I just can't do it because I didn't have the confidence to do that. Then after boot camp, of course.
Yeah.
And now I can do anything.
Nice.
So I would have to just say boot camp would be that. There's been moments where my path has been redirected by moments, you know what I'm saying? But if it hadn't been for boot camp, none of the other path would exist. I wouldn't have stepped out.
Neat.
To leave school. I wanted to go to school.
Yeah.
Because that's what the American dream, go to college. So now I can get out, go to college. And that's the reason why I picked the Marine Corps. Because of the educational program was so good.
Yeah.
For when you got out. So I was trying to look ahead for that. And then you realize that maybe this well-rounded education isn't what I want. I need to focus on what I do and what I'm doing. And that left school to go to New York City.
Yeah.
$60 in a dream.
I wanted to go to Juilliard, but
you're going to have more than $60 in a dream to go to Juilliard. But I worked there.
I let a boyfriend talk me out of it. Yeah.
Well, he didn't want you to go.
No. He was like, oh, I won't be here when you get back if you leave. And I was like, oh, well, I'll stay. Because I was an idiot.
Well, we do things.
We do things.
When we think we're in love, when we think we're doing the right thing sometimes.
Sometimes we're just trauma bonded.
Well, we're learning a lot.
We
See,
are.
that's the whole thing, is we never can make the mistake of actually thinking we know what the flap is happening.
Fact.
We're constantly learning. We're constantly going, you know, you like you were saying with the bullying thing, and my generation, no, it wasn't really bullying, and no, the line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's lines of good-natured ribbing. Man, that's a real fine line that you're not saying. It's a way of bullying. So yeah, you know, we're growing.
Yeah.
Understanding more and more.
Yeah. Amen. Amen. I thought of a better camera angle.
Hey.
Hey.
No. Oh.
Ah, hang on.
Let me cross my legs first.
Oh no, we're not. You can't do that.
Ay, caramba.
Don't be weird. Don't make it weird.
Don't make it hard. Too late.
Back.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm being weird.
I crossed my legs.
No, don't do that.
Oh no, where do we go? Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
There we go. All right, so I'm a soft focus, and it just automatically focus back on me.
Now I'm soft focus.
What the heck?
Now we're
Why is it doing
I
that?
don't know what's happening.
Production quality will improve as time goes on. So, question number 1558. Yes. Would you rather always get no signal on your phone or get stuck in traffic every day? Why do you keep flipping? Camera.
It's flipping out.
It is.
The camera is flipping out.
Oh, it's because it was on the power button. It's going to be all right eventually.
Oh, Lord.
We're going to make it after all, damn it.
Okay, that's Laverne and Shirley.
Yes, it is.
We're gonna make it after all. Do-do-do-do. Yeah.
I sing that to the residents sometimes. And they're
all right.
like, you're not old enough to know that song. And I'm like, this is a fact.
I caught it on Nick at Night.
But that's okay.
Yeah, I've seen the reruns.
Right? Okay. That's better.
Hey, handsome and beautiful.
Mm.
I mean, I was calling you beautiful. I wasn't just giving myself two praises.
Well, I think we both deserve both of those praises.
There you go. We'll own it.
There we go.
We own it.
Yes.
We own it. That's what I'm saying.
So, you didn't answer my question.
Yes.
Would you rather always get no signal on your phone or get stuck in traffic every day?
I'm gonna say the traffic.
Fair.
Because then I can look at my phone.
Fair.
I can play my games on my phone while I'm stuck in traffic. When you're without your phone, it doesn't matter where the hell you are, you're sweating it. And I'm going through that right now because I just lost my car. And I guess that you could do the same thing. Which is worse to lose?
Your phone
Do you
or
lose
car?
your phone or your car? Because they're the two most important things I think in our lives today.
These days, yeah.
You need your phone for everything you need your phone for.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can't get to everything you need your phone for if you don't have a car. So
yes,
I would say
true.
The phone would be the harder thing of the two to lose.
Okay. That makes sense. Number 1476. Who was the last person you held hands with?
I think Keith Richard, when we saw Adam and Eve being born.
You don't have to tell me. It's fine.
Oh gosh. Well, I know I held your hand some through this weekend we were sitting at the table and stuff. I mean, like, does it mean like when's the last time hand in hand you took a romantic walk down the beach?
However you want to interpret it.
Last Ice Age.
Okay.
It's been a long time, anything like that.
Fair.
Yeah, it's been anything like kind of walking handed. I mean, I've walked, and held my daughter's hand and stuff like that, but
That counts too.
Yeah, like I say, and I go to shake the hand, but a lot of times I go sneak in for the hug.
Fair. You do give good hugs.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to do. What the fuck what are you doing in there if you're not giving somebody that hug they need?
Right.
Yeah, what are you doing? And you need it. It's the transference of the hug.
Amen. Yes. Amen. So this next one's a little bit, if you want to couch charms or whatever.
Do I have a pass or a lifeline?
If you want to be vague, that's fine. Number 1219.
Okay.
What is the hardest decision you've ever had to make?
I would say, and I guess it's a culmination answer. Keep going.
Fair.
Keep going. And that's an everyday thing. You wake up and you're like, it's today, before I got separated. My first wake up thought when you wake up is today paradise is going to end? Is today that day? Is it over when I'm kicked out? Is it going to be? And then it's like, well, God, man, I have nothing now. What's that? And it's, and then I think that takes its own. I understand a little bit more about depression now because I've always been that. Can't you just get your ass up off the couch and kick yourself in the butt and get going? Because it's always worked for me. But they're in the COVID days. I was like, this is the time you should be doing your workout. This is the time. And that was, in our movie and theatrical lives, it's the two dudes that pop on your shoulders. Mm-hmm. Hey man, just get out and do some push-ups and some sit-ups. Hey, you don't need to take the break. Right. Take a break. You need some time off. And as more and more days went by, and as I logged more hours in on Borderlands, this game I was playing at the time, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm not getting up. I get up. No, I'm not. I'm not going to get up. And luckily it wasn't soul crushing time, and the inactivity wasn't killing anything, but I found it harder. So I know now that nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about when they go, oh, come on, man, you're just not doing this. Because when the divorce happened, the most craziest advice people kind of throw at you is like, oh yeah, wait till you get under the next one. The way to get over one is to get under the next. And it's like, what is wrong with you people?
I've been told that too. And I'm like, I'm not that way.
I can't imagine adding more headache to my plate right now would be the thing, so.
Because I've made such good choices with the last one.
Yeah, gosh. Ooh. Well, and then, maybe if the separation and everything for me had happened earlier, I might, but you reach a certain age, it's like, I'm never gonna, it's almost like you have a house now and you invite people over and nobody leaves the living room. And you actually put in a new bathroom that's just off the living room. So you don't have to go anywhere.
Right.
There's the bathroom. You don't need to go anywhere else in here. And that's kind of where you get after a certain while, that you're just not, people will not see this and that and everything. And, you still interact and you still, that's one of those crazy conundrums is, as much as I kind of hate humanity for its terribleness, we pick these things to do, to report, to redo our image of what these people are doing in the play or in the movie and bring it. Because, we made that decision to be on that other side. This is something we do. Mm-hmm. We can bring it for you. So we can take you places that you can't go. Where are we going? What are we doing? What's the next question? What's happening here?
Number 1407.
Did I answer the last question?
Yeah. What's the hardest decision you've ever had to make?
Oh, yeah. Just carrying on.
Yeah. That I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. Same.
That's the tough part.
Yeah. Well, after my divorce and the way everything went so horrifically wrong, oh, the truth will set you free.
No.
Yeah, the truth will come out. They'll know what's up. Yeah.
The truth is just usually heavy-handed, and however you got to take it, it's the way it rams it in there.
Yes.
Either the hammer to the head or the old fisty up the backside. Truth is, it's heavy as it is.
It didn't matter.
Oh, I know. See, who's playing?
Exactly.
Who's playing and whose truth?
Right.
It's always going to be that next step.
So, number 1407. What is your favorite season of the year?
My favorite season of beer?
Of the year.
Oh, I thought I had a good question. What's my favorite season of beer? My favorite season of the year. Gotta say, I guess spring. I gotta say spring.
Mm-hmm.
They all teach us something.
Yeah.
And I've got an opening lyric to one of my songs. Of all the different seasons, it's spring that I like best. Lay down, Father Winter, lay down and take your rest.
Nice.
So I guess it would be spring just because of the new life. Affirmations.
Fair.
Give up. Winter teaches us to give it up.
Mm-hmm.
And spring teaches us it grows back.
Spring gives it back. Yeah.
Then summer goes, survive! Yes. Just survive the griddle. And then fall goes, there's a little, okay, we're going to turn down the heat for a minute. Then you give it up in winter and grow it back.
Well, here, fall turns it down a little, and then turns it back up, then turns it down a little.
Oh,
and
yeah,
back
well,
up.
East Tennessee, yes. It's got its own way it likes to do weather.
Our little rainforest.
Steamy.
Fact.
Sorry, guys.
Do you need something to drink?
I don't want all that vodka that's in your cup. Just pray. It's the Cheech and Chong joke when he gets the water from the judge and it's just vodka.
I've got a ginger ale in the fridge or pink Red Bulls.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay, I've got cold brew too. I'll need to find a cup.
I'm good.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Number 1453.
Okay.
What is the oldest item in your closet?
Probably underwear. How we doing?
I laugh so hard because relatable.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I do have some vintage things, but yeah.
It's just, and like I don't. In my current living conditions, I don't really have a closet.
Oh, okay.
I got a clothing rack downstairs, and I've got a cubby for t-shirts and things like that. So
I figured you'd have like a whole wardrobe dealio, like organized by.
I wished.
By trope or something.
No, I wished, but I'm not that together.
I guess we need to go thrift shopping.
No. I can't. I never have been able to accumulate. I don't want things.
No.
Because and it's good. Like I say, it goes back to my New York days. I think. Let me see how I was there for, like, we'll just say 10 years, 10, 11. But the first like 5 or 6, I was just bouncing,
floating.
Yeah. And after a minute, I would stay at places where people would let me stay, and I would paint their apartment.
Ah. Okay.
So, but all I had was my sea bag and the guitar, so that I could leave at any point. So I didn't pay rent for like the first 5 or 6 years, just because I was able to jump around. I had a lot of good friends. I did a lot of little, just sleeping on the floors of places when you're running with club kids.
Yeah.
You just like, everybody's just, ow, you stepped on me. Oh, I'm sorry. So because you're just walking in and laying down and waiting for the sun to come up with some little bit more energy because you got a nap.
Oh, youth.
You misspent. Oh, misspent youth.
Number 1323. What is special about the place where you grew up?
I know this is going to sound terrible, but it's something that I found myself admiring about a lot of people. And the word isn't, it's going to sound like I say, but ignorance. There's Waverly, where I grew up, where I'm from, is very small town. And sometimes I envy people who don't want to know about bigger things, because it's a curse for a lot of other people, you know. So I wished that I would have been, because there's so many people who are beautiful in their lives because they take up things within their community.
Yeah.
They play the community softball. They're the people that are at the softball. They're at the churches, and they're the people who make that. But I was just never going to be that way.
Yeah.
Especially
you had to get out.
Well, I really knew I did, because I knew my views with my dad and mom weren't aligned. I was like, there's got to be. And then the thing that happened was we got cable. And one of the things that I started watching religiously, because we got for Christmas or one year, we got our little, like that 12-inch black and white little TV you got for your room. And I started watching The Odd Couple.
Okay.
And the things they showed me of New York City and all of that, I was like, and that's the way I started approaching my dad. You're in the valley, because we grew up in a valley. Waverly is in the valley. Blinders.
Yeah.
You got blinders. You're just in the valley. You know nothing, but yet you have an opinion over everything. So I just knew I had to get the heck up out. And it was The Odd Couple. It was just like, look at that. That's the New York City I want. That's that. I got tingles because it just showed that things aren't that way. Things aren't slow moving water, and you just have to do these things. You don't have to take over for the guy who's selling the cars. You don't have, but there's people who are there to do that within their community. And I've always kind of, like I say, I've admired it and wished for it to some degree, that I didn't have like a wanderlust. So I call it ignorance, but it's not like that they're ignorant of anything other than they don't need to go anywhere else. They're happy with where they're at.
Complacent.
Well, see, even we've made it. It sounds dirty. It sounds dirty, but if you're happy where you're at, shake your hand, sing. Remember that song? Remember that
yes.
little? I don't know. If you're happy and you know it.
Yes.
If you're happy where you're at, you know, there's a kind of.
I was like you. I needed to get out, but what made me fall in love with New York City was the modeling industry. I was a 1/4 inch too short to get in with the agencies in New York, and then they as I was trying to break into that, they decided that you had to be perfectly symmetrical, and I'm not. I've got one ear that's higher than the other, and it's kind of obvious when my hair is back.
I was going to say that.
Shut up. And then the Ghostbusters movies.
Oh, yeah, you get to see a good slice of New York in there. Yeah. It's exciting. I mean, I haven't been back up there in quite a while, but
I went up there with my oldest, and he did not want to go into the city, but I wanted to go to Juilliard and buy a T-shirt from the Juilliard gift shop.
Yes.
And they were closed. But I wanted to be like, I went to Juilliard. I got a T-shirt.
Yeah.
That way, if people asked me, oh, did you attend? No, I just went and got a T-shirt.
Yeah, I attended. Walked through the shop, got me a T-shirt.
Exactly, but you got to buy one on the internet now, or at least you did, because they were still closed because of COVID. They probably still are like that. But I saw one of the buildings that was I believe it was the building that they had the devil dogs on the top of in one of the Ghostbuster movies, the one with Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
And
probably the first one.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I saw that when we were walking through Queens, and I was like, I don't see Daredevil or Luke Cage out here at all, but there's the Ghostbusters building, and my son is just like, stop, Mom, oh my God, you're making us look like tourists. And I was like, well, we are.
Yeah, but that's not what you're.
Yeah,
That's yeah.
but I feel like my like natural, how
Well, you prefaced
shiny
this.
and
Yes.
beautiful and like my energy is, that it would keep us safe, and it did.
Well, I was thinking you prefaced this all by saying you're nerd.
Yeah,
And
I am.
the nerdy kind of helps bring out all that goodness.
Yeah.
Because you want to know, and it's tough. People get embarrassed, especially when it's their mom showing all that kind of cool emotion and stuff. Mom, reel it in, please.
I am enthusiastic.
Yeah, well, my mom was too, and you know, I hope if your son's gonna watch, you better get up with how your mom is now and get ready, because I wish I had danced with my mom a lot more.
Oh.
Yeah, she was a dancer, and it just embarrassed me. You know, you get embarrassed, so I wish the heck I would have gotten out there and danced with her a lot more. Because my dad wasn't a dancer, so she needed someone to get her out there, and the embarrassment, you got to get over that. Got to get over all that stuff.
Amen. Well, I saw him just this week, and I threw my hands up like, "Can I have a hug?" And he stopped for a second. I was like, I realized that I'm super cringe, but at least you know I love you. And he goes, "Yes, I know."
Yeah.
So
get over here and give me that hug.
Right?
Yes.
He did. He squeezed me good. It was nice. So question number 1010. We're almost done.
Okay.
If you were hired to show tourists what life is really like where you live, what would you show them or have them do?
Man. Now, here we go. It's one of those things, like, in your mind, what would you do, like, in a non-practical way? Because I would have them I would do that little ride that Willy Wonka does when they're in the spinning thing and everybody's like, and everybody's tripping. I'd have that kind of ride going. This is life, baby.
In Knoxville?
Well, yeah. Yeah, wherever I'm at, man. Wherever I'm at, life is tripping. But you know, like there is that thing. What do you know, like what I'm thinking of life or how life is in Knoxville? Because life's pretty nice in Knoxville. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's growing. It's growing, and it seems like it's taking the time to grow. But there's so many issues that a little city, when it's growing into a bigger city, they've got some issues to tackle. Like, what the heck are you going to do with the homeless?
Yeah, and
I mean, you're growing, and there's certain people who aren't, and you've got a lot of growing pains that you got to go into it. But I think you can't do better. I don't know if you could do better than the city of Knoxville and how things are. I mean, well,
they could do better with the homeless.
Well, like I said, there's things that you can nitpick and you can pick, but I mean, as a whole, as you look at Knoxville, it's pretty darn together, man. You see a lot of people willing to show up when there's things to show up for.
Fair.
You see people that really are invested in their love for the town. You know, like I say, I didn't get here till late, but hearing some of those great stories about the old punk scene that used to be here, how Knoxville was kind of the birthplace of music and kind of all that stuff, you know, and then all the wild lore about it being Hank Sr.'s the mystery of his last night. And there's so many things that go in. I mean, you know, it would play out as a good ride through town to say, hey, man, overall, I don't know why they have just the walking bridge now and only one bridge to get into South Knoxville. That's kind of created.
Well, that's because the just walking bridge is old and structurally suspicious. It's a little sus.
Yes.
And it'd be too expensive to fix it.
You would have to basically tear it down to build a new bridge.
And now they're talking about building another pedestrian bridge right across at the arena. I know, right? So they'll probably have us parking on the other side of the river and then
take a
walking
walk over.
across. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have little parking passes for the boondocks.
It's great for all the pedestrians, but like I say, when you funnel all the amount of, especially Sonox is growing.
Mm-hmm.
So you've cut it down to, I mean, there's one way you can go that IAM's and going all the way out through there, and you can get out on the highway and go James White to come around. But if you're in this area of Knoxville, there's only one way you can make it out of the city. So it's just kind of added to it. But those are, like I say, those are those growing pains.
Yeah, exactly. It is.
But overall, where I live is pretty righteous.
Agreed.
Cool.
I like that we have a rainforest.
Atmosphere
right out our back door.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the Smokies are an actual rainforest. Yeah.
Well, not one that we would think, you know what I mean? It's got to be somewhere in south of the equator to be a rainforest, right?
Oh, no. The botanists will tell you. Yep. It's an actual bona fide rainforest. And our mountains are the same mountains. It's the same mountain range as the mountains in Scotland.
So why there's so many Appalachian...
it felt like
Appalachian,
home.
What are they? The Scots Appalachian? Scots Irish.
Scotch Irish, yeah.
This region being so rich in it.
And the Appalachian accent is a lot derived from the Scottish and the Irish.
Crazies.
It's so fun.
That's why we like Mountain Dew so much. Darn Scots.
Maybe that's what Iron Brew tastes like.
Yeah.
I keep intending to order some on Amazon just to see what it tastes like, and then I'll do a reaction video, but I haven't yet.
Yeah, no, put that in there. That's fun.
All right. Last question.
Yes.
Number 948. What seemingly innocent question immediately makes you think it's a trap?
Anything that starts with, what's your favorite? Only because, and not that it's a trap, but the trap is when I'm watching TV naked, when I'm watching with friends, when they say, what's your favorite TV show?
Well, it depends on the setting and the company.
It depends on so much. What's your favorite song?
What mood am I in?
Heavy metal song? What mood of all time?
Am I in love?
Yeah.
Am I freshly broken up with?
Yes. That's what I mean. Therein lies, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
By any question that starts with, what's your favorite? Because you better have about an hour or so to talk about it to go, well, now when I'm working out, my favorite song is this.
Right.
When I'm writing up, maybe if I'm working on some kind of character development or stuff, I listen to this. When I'm in the car, it's this. It's the trap of that. I think that would be my answer, is the trap of whatever question starts with, what is your favorite? ...
Fair. Now, the last query that is not on the list, but I try to ask everybody, if you had a global platform from which to address the entirety of humanity, which theoretically, if this show gets really, really big, this will be that. So what would you say to everyone in the whole world?
Okay. Here it is.
Here it is.
Which camera am I looking at?
Whichever one you want to. This one's getting sound. But that one's not focusing great on you. It looks great for me. Here you go. Address the world.
Own it.
Nice.
You can be the a-hole you want to be, but own it. Own it. Accept the responsibility for your actions.
I like it.
That's it.
I like it a lot. Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming on my show. I'm so glad.
Yeah. Yep.
Yay. All right. Fantastic. Yay. Okay. So what's your favorite movie?